Okolie Czizak press conference just completed. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I mean, Lawrence is, I think, a lot of nice people up there, you know, who aren't necessarily going to start tearing people's heads off. But like Galal Yafai, the journey starts for him on Sunday. Excited for him, nervous for him. Jordan Gill is must-win fight. You know, Anthony Fowler up at middleweight. Chev Clark making his debut. Dempsey McKean. You know, plenty more as well. And really excited about the main event because I think it's a really elite cruiserweight matchup. And I love it when the Polish media and guys are saying to me, "You do know that, you know, this is a yeah, I'm paying for it." So I don't want a shit fight, do I? Because like the last one, Okolie fought the mandatory challenger. No disrespect to him, it was a joke. You know, it was all over in 2 rounds. I watched it, I'm thinking, what's the point of that? So this is a fight where I'm actually saying, yeah, you know, let's see a real fight.
Looks like it's going to be a real barnstorm.
Yeah.
I mean, we touched on a lot of the fights yesterday when we spoke, but interesting to talk a little bit about Fabio Wardley and what's next for him. Obviously, he's defended the English title. There's talks about him going for the British against Nathan Gormley. Tell us a little bit about that.
I like that fight. I think with Fabio, the problem is that he's got no amateur experience. So you're relying on the fact that he's basically just a hidden gem that you found somewhere. Like, it's very unusual for a fighter to come through really what was white collar, right, and become a top heavyweight. So you're just hoping that you've just found one. But the way that he's dealing with people, I think we have found one. But you only really find out when they go in the deep end. So Martz is a guy he's like a gatekeeper. He fights loads of the top guys when they're coming through. Fabio's coming out 7 months injured. So this isn't the stern test that's coming. But a Gorman fight or a fight against another international heavyweight is the kind of fight where we're going to see if we got the gem or we've just got a guy that's got some ability, got a little bit lucky, but actually he's not good enough. I think the latter. Sorry, the first one. I think we've got a very, very talented heavyweight in Fabio Wardley, and I think he's going to get better and better.
It's interesting because every time we hear you speak about Fabio Wardley, you always talk about him with such conviction. What is it about him? What qualities do you see?
Because for the reason of he keeps surprising me. I go back to, like, it's like, don't want to liken a fighter to a racehorse, right? But when you come from a great bloodline, like a racehorse, you know, when you go to, you buy a racehorse and its brother was this and its mother was this, it's like, you know that you're getting great stock. And when you get an Olympian or an Olympic gold medalist, you know you're getting great stock. When you get a guy that's just had 2 white collar fights, it's like, okay, he looks good, but let's be honest, like, if he was any good, he would have been spotted. So I keep thinking to myself, not now, but when he started out, like when he boxed for Lily, when he boxed Eric Molina, when he boxed Nick Webb, like all these fights, I thought this is probably the one where he gets found out, and then he just breezes through them. And I'm like, there's something about this kid, you know, and I think he's really exciting. He's young, he's personable, he's a good-looking kid, he's knocking people out, and I think he can be a star. Now, once you go through the levels, does that pedigree catch up with him? But at the moment, it doesn't look like it is.
Talk to us a little bit about the purse bid yesterday, the Hrgovic purse bid. Matchroom won it in a joint bid with Wasserman.
Yeah, we're co-promoters with Wasserman, so we bid for that. We won that bid with Zhang. That fight will take place early in May. We lost one with Andrade and Parker. And just like, boxing's a weird sport where like the fans get fascinated about purse bids and promotion. And I just keep saying, you make a bid giving your representation of the value of that fight. So we won one with Hrgovic, that was what we thought that fight was worth. We lost one with Parker, and there's one a week at the moment, so I'm sure we'll win some more and lose some more. But as a business, you can't, you know, the sport is full of fur coat, no knickers, right? Sorry, don't mean to be rude, but it's like people that want to buy Rolls Royces but can't afford to fill it up with petrol. So you can't be one of those people. You've got to be the smart person that says, no, this is the value of the fight. And I'm not going to get involved with arguing with you and we must win this bid. Why? Oh, because Dave from Grimsby says that you're not winning any bids anymore. All right, okay. We'll carry on doing what's right. So didn't know if that made any sense.
No, it did. I really enjoyed the fur coat, no knickers comment.
I know, yeah. It's a bit of an old school quote. But.
So final question. We've just heard that.
A better one is when the tide goes out, you get to see who's swimming naked.
Oh, that's a good
Warren
one.
Buffett. Yeah, it's true. So what I'm saying is when things are going well, anyone can do well, anyone can make money. But all of a sudden, when things change, you know, as we've seen recently, you get to see who's got ability.
It's a good quote. I'll definitely be using that one.
Maybe not the others, but you know.
I don't know. We'll see. So final question from me. We've heard that Usyk's actually gone back to Ukraine now. Obviously, camp's due to start in the next few weeks. Do you think that this is going to delay the fight with Joshua?
I think no, but I can't talk on behalf of Usyk. Obviously, it's a very personal situation and emotional position for any Ukrainian. So I don't see how it could affect a Joshua fight, but you know, maybe he decides that he wants to stay in Ukraine and fight for his country. I don't know. You know, I mean, you've seen that with the Klitschko's, but I would say, you know, someone asked me the same about Dmitry Bivol, who's left to go to training camp, was leaving anyway. But I think that will be generally the position of most people would, if, you know. But he may not want to leave. But I personally, not speaking on his behalf, would think it would be unlikely to affect the date of that fight.
Thank you very much.
No problem.